Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our Let's Be Frank call. I hope everybody enjoyed that. That's some classics that will take you way back. Definitely in line with the theme for the month, which is Father's Day, which is coming up this coming Sunday. So thank you and welcome to everybody that's joining us tonight. I'm sure that you're pretty warm. We do have a really jam-packed call tonight, and when I say jam-packed, it's going to be something. So for some of you that are actually excited about Father's Day, this is a good idea for you to actually get people to actually attend events, and we'll definitely get into that further. But without further ado, there is a video that we have curated for everybody for tonight, so just enjoy.
Can you tell me your name, your full name?
Taylor Hollis-Laura.
And who's that?
My daddy.
What's his name?
Daddy.
What's something that Dad really loves to do?
Do Instagram. Read his stories and sing a song.
What is it?
Beer.
Beer's my favorite thing ever.
Yeah.
What makes Daddy special?
When I get stuck on my homework, he helps me. He does good voices. When I'm sad, he cheers me up. And he gives me a lot of kisses and huggies.
Growing up and getting ready to become a dad, you're told all these things.
You learn things about yourself. Patience, responsibility, and love.
So cliche, but it's so true. Everything's about your children now.
I never thought you could love someone that much, so it keeps surprising me every day.
This is how you laugh. No, Dad.
Who's your favorite superhero?
My dad. You look like a superhero. A rainbow superhero.
I look like a rainbow superhero?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow, thank you.
Actually, you know what's my favorite thing?
No.
You.
Oh, no.
Ready? Ready to do the Mad Dad face together? One. You have to look over there. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Can you tell me?
Okay, that's a lovely video for our dads. For upcoming dads as well, we do wish you a happy Father's Day coming up. I know for some people, this is a lot, especially for some of our dads that aren't around. So yeah, this is definitely for every father that's out there or father figure. So with that being said, we have a disclaimer which we always have to put out there for our market. So remember that the information in this presentation is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Remember that this information is for the South African and now Namibian markets only. Okay, and joining us on tonight's call, we have the lovely Minki Haynes. For some of you that know, she's been on a lot of our calls recently. So Minki, do you care to just say hi to everybody and tell them who you are?
Good evening, everybody. It's so amazing and such a huge privilege to be here on this call tonight, spending time with the greater Young Living community. First of all, Gavin, I just want to say that video was the best. I really enjoyed it. I think dads don't always remember what a big role they play in kids' lives. And if you look at that video, you can I always say, if you want to hear the truth, just ask the little ones. They will always tell you everything what's going on in the house. I really enjoyed it. Thank you for that. I have been part of Young Living since 2020, and to me, it was a bumpy start in the beginning. I just joined before COVID started, and I really didn't know how to run my business. So it's been really a trial and error, but and it took me a while to find my rhythm. But I have to say that there's so many tools out there if you start looking. So I found the Road to Diamond course that's done by Richard Blisbrook. He's an amazing trainer, and he does interviews with all these diamonds. And what I realized was that the same recipe that's been there since Young Living started still works. And I've been doing a lot of events and a lot of classes in my business, and I can really see the benefit, and slowly but surely my business is growing stronger and stronger. And what I can say is that when you think about it, our business model is built on relationship and trust. And when you connect with people, that is actually when you are definitely going to really make that connection with people, get them to trust you. They get to try the products, and from there on use it, and when they love it, they share it with others. Gavin, do you want me to share a few tips on classes and events, or do you want me to share that more towards the end?
We can definitely do that towards the end, but thank you so much for giving that brief introduction on your story and exactly how you came about to be where you are today. So thank you so much for that intro. So without further ado, again, we're going to be moving over to our PV promo office for the month. So we have Brian on the call tonight. So Brian, do you care to take us through exactly what we have on PV promo this month?
Yes, thank you, Gavin, and good evening, everybody. Hello to Minki. A very nice introduction and the video to the call. So, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you can see all the nice blue and green oils. I do promise it was a coincidence. It wasn't anything planned. So let me not waste any more time. So at 100 PV, ladies and gentlemen, if you spend that on Essential Rewards, and if you spend 150 PV on quick order for the month of June, you will be gifted with a peppermint 5 ml. We'll also bring in the Thief Sanitizer back at 120 PV on Essential Rewards. This is the small one. You know, it's winter. We don't want people to get sick or get the flu, so stay clean and stay green. And then at 150 PV on Essential Rewards, we'll be giving the members Pine, and also when they spend 250 PV on quick order. Moving along, for all the dads out there, we got Mr. at 200 PV on Essential Rewards. And then one of my favorites is Northern Lights Black Spruce, which we will be giving to members at 250 PV on Essential Rewards and 350 PV on quick order. And then last but definitely not least, ladies and gentlemen, we have the Deep Relief 15 ml, which we will give to members that place 300 PV on Essential Rewards. And I did also choose two of my favorite oils for the month, for the PV promo for June. And I'm just going to quickly touch base on the Pine, and then I'm going to hand over to Minki to go a little bit more in detail. Are we still good to go, Gavin? Everything fine?
100%. Okay, we've got Pine on screen for you.
Okay, thank you very much. Now we got Pine. Now, Pine. Thank you so much. Okay, so Pine, ladies and gentlemen, has a fresh woodsy aroma. Now, ladies, I'm sure dads will really enjoy it if you use Pine in the DIY cleaning products for a fresh, sparkling home for everyone to enjoy. Now, what I've also done, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you want to grab a pen or whatever you want to do, but I've made a fireside diffuser blend consisting of Pine during these cold winter nights. It's 4 drops Pine, 3 drops orange, and 3 drops clove. Now, Minki, would you like to discuss more about Pine, please?
My very first moment that I smelled Pine, I just knew that I wanted it on my husband's cheeks, and I want to keep smelling it. It was the most amazing aroma ever. I think by far it's one of my most favorite oils to use for men. It's got such a muscular smell. I truly love it. So Pine is known for its respiratory support, but it also helps for emotional balance. So we know fathers go under tremendous stress these days, taking care of the family every day, work stress, etc. So it helps to smooth mental stress, and it really calms the mind. So for dad, just to apply a bit of Pine on the cheeks or on the jawline or on the wrists, or even on the chest before working, for leaving for work, is a great way to just take that moment for themselves before they go into the day, and really help them to go mindfully into their day. And that is if I'm going to let my husband leave home smelling like that. It's really amazing. It's a gorgeous smell. Pine is an exceptional ingredient for wintertime for skincare. It's a mild astringent which improves circulation, and it helps to give skin that glow. So it's great to use in skin serum. So what I love to do with with Pine is to bring it into into a class where you can actually show people how they can make their own serum, and that will make a lovely gift for Dad. It's also great to deodorize rooms, drawers, and some smelly sneakers. So I just buy these little pouches. You can buy them from any China mall, and you just fill them with a bit of bicarb, and you add some pine with that, and you can put it in drawers, also in those smelly sneakers, especially when Dad comes home from gym. Last one, pine is also great for sweaty feet. So I will be sharing later on a recipe on how you can make a happy feet spray for Dad. And it's also great to make this as a DIY or for your guests to make at an event. So easy and simple to make.
Thank you so
I'm
much
done.
for that.
I'm handing over.
Okay, and then Brian has chosen another oil. Brian, do you care to tell us what the surprise oil is?
Yes, thank you, ladies. Oh, Gavin and Minky, this is amazing. I like this touch and go of the call. So the next one is Northern Lights Black Spruce. I do use this, to be honest, as a cologne sometimes now and then, because I do love the smell of Northern Lights Black Spruce. So there is some information on the screen. However, I'm just going to touch base on Northern Lights Black Spruce for you, ladies and gentlemen. So dads, hubbies, or men in general, right, can combine Northern Lights Black Spruce with Young Living's bath and shower gel base for an earth-like showering experience. Especially during this winter, I think that's a phenomenal idea. Plus, it also soothes muscles, which is great for men after a workout or sports games or a rough day at work. You know, dads tend to get lekker busy. So, Minky, would you mind talking to us about Northern Lights, please?
Northern Lights is definitely one of my favorite oils, and also one of my favorite oils to spoil my husband with. Tree oils, let me say that the right way around, is actually known for its grounding effect. So any tree oil, there I do it again, is really grounding. But this oil specifically, when you smell it, you can really feel how it uplifts the spirit. So it's known for its high frequency. And in the beginning with oils, I really didn't get the frequency side of it. But if you think about it, everything is energy. And if you are what you eat, you're also the oil that you use. So this is a great oil to use for Dad, specifically to uplift his spirit. Black spruce, like you mentioned already, is really great for soothing muscles and also lower back muscles. Black spruce, also going into winter, is also great for the skin. So it's great to add to moisturizer and to help for winter dryness and redness. I love, Brian, your idea of putting it to a shower gel. I actually never thought about that. That's a great recipe, and I'm definitely going to try that. When hosting an event, I would also always send the bottle around and allow people to experience the aroma of Northern Lights Black Spruce. I love sharing the story that comes with Northern Lights. We won't have time tonight to share that, but it's always nice for people to connect with Young Living roots and to realize all the effort that's gone into making this oil and to making it available to our members. So a great oil to use for also to add to a skin serum, or like you said now, Brian, great to show people how they can add it to our bath and shower gel.
Thank you so much for that, Minky. Another fun fact about Northern Lights Black Spruce is that it is actually the highest, it's actually the first essential oil with the highest frequency in comparison to rose. And this is solely because it's been exposed to the actual Northern Lights in Canada. So that's a fun fact as well. Thank you so much for that, Minky. And then we have some promotions for the month of June. So Brian, do you care to take us through some of these promotions that we have on offer?
Yes, no, gladly we'll do that. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So I don't know if you guys already know, but we have launched the highly anticipated BLM, which stands for bone, ligaments, and muscles. And that is going at a nice price of 595 Rand throughout the entire month of June. The retail price is 783 Rand. And for this bottle of 90 capsules, guys, it's 35 PV. Now, I just want to quickly touch on BLM, why I think it's amazing and why I am using it, and then I'll hand over to Minky, as we have been doing. Now, due to the cold, ladies and gentlemen, your joints and your bones tend to get sore before after, and sometimes even during training. So this is where BLM will come in and support the mobility of bones and joints, movements. So it's a really good product, I think, to have. Thank you, Minki. You can take it away.
I was so excited when I saw this. My husband loved Agile Ease, and he just started using it and started seeing the benefits from Agile Ease, and then obviously I don't know why it was taken away. I just remember that I was really sad on that day when I found that out. I was so happy when Langton told me that something better is coming, and it arrived. So BLM is such a great supplement to use. So I'm quickly going to run through it, because sometimes when you look at the ingredients on their own, only then does the supplement make so much more sense to you. So it contains collagen type 2. So that collagen type 2 is part of the protein that is part of the cartilage, bone, and other parts of connective tissue. And it's collagen type 2 supports muscles, joints, ligaments, but it also supports your gut, your skin, your hair, and everything. So magnesium, the magnesium that's in the product is great for muscle and nerve support. And magnesium is also great, just a side note, to help with to regulate blood sugar and blood pressure, and it helps to help muscles to recover faster after exercise. And it helps, magnesium specifically also helps the body to make its own protein and bone. Something that I discovered while looking deeper into all the ingredients. Potassium is vital to transmit nerve signals, that this lead to skeletal muscles, muscle contraction, hormonal release, and smooth muscle and heart contraction. So really great to also get that into your daily diet. And then MSM is an antioxidant, and it's a sulfur supplement. So just to know that if you have a sulfur allergy, you can still use this, because this is sulfur, and it plays a huge important role to support the body to make its own collagen and glucosamine, which is glucosamine helps is there for healthy muscles, joints, bones, skin, and also gut support, and also immune support. And finally, I know that we're crunching in a lot of information in a short amount of time, but glucosamine is used by the body to make other chemicals that build tendons, ligaments, cartilage, and the fluid that surrounds the joints. And it also prevents the breakdown of cartilage. So with this product, what you just need to remember is it takes time to build up in the body. So you need to use it don't expect to see results in your first month. Maybe from your second month, you will start to see the results. And then also, what's very important to follow the label when you use it, because it is according to your weight that you would use the supplement, the amount of tablets that you would use on a daily basis. But it's definitely going into for the Father's Day gift that goes to my husband. He doesn't know.
Thank you so much for that, Minki. Brian, I'll hand over to you again. Do you have a specific, next offer that you want to share with our brand partners?
Yes, thank you so much. So the next bundle or duo, guys, or collection, that whatever you like to call it, is called the Immune Support Essentials, and that consists of a 15 ml thyme and a 5 ml lemon, and that is going for 510 Rand member, or a wholesale price rather. The retail price for this is 671 Rand, and the PV for these two oils rather, is 35, and it's a 15% discount. Now, I just want to quickly touch on lemon for that. Now, Gavin did help me with some great information of lemon, especially when he said that you can add this to your washing routine, right? And it basically, you use your clothes as a diffuser when you use lemon. So I normally add about 7 drops to the washing routine, and then the clothes obviously do come out smelling a little bit like lemon. And it's a great oil to use during winter, especially when you're struggling to wake up in the morning. And it's also a good oil to use as a pick-me-up, as it has energizing properties when diffusing. Thank you. You can go ahead, Minki.
That is so true. And lemon during winter time is such a great support for the immune system. Our grannies knows best. So we just have to remember when when we were tiny and still young, I remember when we used to get sick, there was always lemon involved. So that there's so many clues there that how you can use lemon for when you're feeling a bit under the weather. But this is a lovely oil to use during events and classes because it's such an affordable oil to use. And there's so many things. The list of what you can do with lemon just goes on and on. So it's easy to make, easy room freshness, and especially for its uplifting aroma. And you can combine lemon with so many other oils to play with your oil. So it's really a fun oil to use during classes and events. But tonight we are focusing on the fathers. So how lemon can support fathers is really, like you said already, Brian, it's really uplifting for fathers, and it really helps when you feel uplifted. You can really deal with stress in such a better way. So it's great to have in Dad's diffuser on the way to work. To have your wire diffuser, get it ready for Dad, especially on the first day of the week, helping Dad to stock oils in his car and have it ready, so that when he drives to work, he can just really uplift his spirit, uplift his emotion, and get ready for his long day at work. It's really energizing, like you also shared, Brian. Lemon is also a great support for the digestive system. So Father's Day is coming up, and I'm sure all the mothers are going to get all the children to cook Dad one amazing gourmet meal. And with that said, after overindulging, it's a great oil to just rub for that heartburn that might step in, or for any discomfort, to put it on the chest or also on the tummy area, just for a bit of relief. But to come back to how you can use it in so many ways. Brian, you said that you can wash your clothes in it, but a great one that I found was that it's great to clean the braai grill. So for all those dads that insist on braaiing on Father's Day, where they say it's weekend, it's Sunday, the braai is coming out, a perfect way to quickly clean the grill is to put a few drops with a bit of vinegar and a bit of distilled water in a spray bottle. So it's a brilliant degreaser. It's also a great recipe that I love to make in class. It's super easy to make, and everybody can quickly see the benefit from it as well, and smell that you don't really smell the vinegar because the lemon is so refreshing. I don't really like the smell of vinegar, and that lemon really disguises the smell of the vinegar, and it works really well on cleaning anything that's fatty.
Thanks so much.
I'm
definitely going to try that, especially when it comes to Father's Day. We know a lot of dads love to actually reach for like half a cut onion and use a fork and clean the braai instead of actually using the alternative. But yes, you are definitely right on that. So thank you so much for that, Minki. Okay, Brian, we have our next offer that you'd like to share with our brand partners.
Yes, thank you. It's, ladies and gentlemen, it's called the Uplifting Duo. It consists of wintergreen 15 ml and a basil 15 ml for a price of 555 Rand. The retail price is 730 Rand, 50 cents, and that is 38.25 PV. It is also less 15%, just like the previous offer that is running for the month. Now, wintergreen, ladies and gentlemen, it's great for dads. Excuse me, I'm almost choking on my lemon water. Great for dads, right? After a post-workout, especially during winter. Now, you can dilute wintergreen with a V6 or your favorite carrier oil, excuse me, and massage it into fatigued muscles and joints following physical activity. Also, I don't know if you guys can see that the lid on the wintergreen is child-proof. Now, that is because the smell is inviting. I mean, I even like the smell of wintergreen. So that is also obviously why they've added the child lock cap on the wintergreen, obviously to prevent consumption for the kiddies. Now, Minki, do you have information on wintergreen for us, please?
Wintergreen, oh my goodness, this is my oil specifically for winter time because it's such a warming oil, and it really feels like it's warming you up, and you are right, it's a very inviting oil. So it's warming oil, and it's really great to massage onto sore muscles and joints. It really works well on also on tendons and ligaments. It is great to use as a massage oil because it really helps to also the flow of the lymphatic system. It is great to add to that shampoo should he struggle with dandruff. So it's a great oil to also then add to that that body wash. If dad's like my husband, he uses the same shampoo for his hair up to his tiniest toe. The aroma of wintergreen influences and elevate and increase awareness of sensory system, like you were also saying now, Brian. So especially now during winter time, when it's cold, we don't get to spend as much time in the sun. So it's great to give that to nourish your soul with the aroma of wintergreen. So just a quick note. Wintergreen is not safe to use for people that suffer from epilepsy and people that are allergic to menthol salicylate. I'm not sure if I pronounced that the right way. They should avoid wintergreen. So that's something to keep in mind when you're doing classes and you're using wintergreen. So what you would do is you would actually, before using it in a DIY that people are also going to use, just to make sure that you send it around and let everybody just do a small patch test. And if they have a reaction between 10 and 15 minutes, you know that they can't use it. But if there's no reaction, you're welcome to then continue and use it in a DIY.
Thank you so much for that, Minki. Brian, I understand that you have another product that you'd like to speak about in this bundle.
Yes, and that is basil. So basil, ladies and gentlemen, it soothes fatigued muscles when massaged onto the skin, right? It also eases occasional muscle and joint discomfort when applied with a massage. Now, this sounds very similar to wintergreen. However, it works better when you use both of them. They both complement each other. Minki, do you have some information on basil, please?
I do. It's one of the oils that I use to beautify my husband. So great for dad as a gift because it's such a great oil for the skin. And I really only recently found this out when my the lady that I go to for my facials shared that with me. And actually one of our members also shared a recipe of how to use it on the skin. So basil has a surprisingly beautiful aroma. And I specifically love to blend this oil with Northern Lights and also with pine as a skin serum for my husband because of the amazing skin benefits. So it protects the skin and rejuvenates the skin. It eliminates free radicals that damages the skin, and it helps prevent fine lines and wrinkles. It is a fabulous oil to use on sore muscles and especially muscle spasms. I specifically love the aroma. And it's also aroma that I think men will love a lot.
Thanks so much for that, Minki. Please, for some of the brand partners who have husbands named Basil, that's a good idea to gift Basil some basil. Okay, perfect. So we've got some amazing spot promotions for the month. Brian, do you care to take us through these offers for the month?
Yes, thank you. So the first offer, ladies and gentlemen, is called the Fresh and Woodsy Collection. I'm sure you guys can make out based on the oils that we chose there or that's in the bundle. So this is less 20% and it's for 345 Rand at a wholesale price. The retail price is 454 Rand. It is available still up until the 24th of June. So yes, but it is selling fast, guys. So don't waste any time. So it consists of eucalyptus globulus 5 ml, a cedarwood 15 ml, and a cypress 5 ml. Now, I just want to quickly touch on the eucalyptus globulus one. Besides it being a little bit stronger than the one in the PSB, which is the radiata, eucalyptus, what I like to do, and I'd like to share it with you members, is I use it during my shower. So I throw it in and around the shower before I shower, and then obviously while I'm showering, I use it to steam, which is great. And it also helps clog up the snotty nose and congestion and things like that. Minki, I believe that you have some great info on eucalyptus globulus.
It took me a while to start using eucalyptus globulus because in the beginning I was only exposed to radiata, but the moment I smelled eucalyptus globulus, I was absolutely totally surprised. One of my members on Dean also shared with me the first time how she uses this in her massage, on her massages in her salon, and the benefits that you get from muscle support. So I know that Eucalyptus globulus is an oil that really works over time at the moment in our house, because all of us are a bit stuffy and struggling with sinuses at the moment, so you can hear my voice. But I have to say, eucalyptus has been a lifesaver. We actually dropped just one drop on our pillows before we go to bed, just to have that aroma close by to open up the airway, so you can just breathe a bit easier. It's great to have in the diffuser running in the evening when you go to bed, just to help with easy breathing during this time where everybody has the sniffles. I specifically love the smell of Eucalyptus globulus because it's also, to me, a smell that really goes well with men. So I can really imagine adding that also to moisturizers or shampoos and etc., just for the aroma of it. But the benefits of it is truly amazing. I think eucalyptus together with pine is a great oil to also pack into your husband's emergency kit when he goes fishing. It's a great oil to help for small cuts and those little emergencies that arises during adventures. And it's also great to keep the sinuses at bay, like I said. So while they're sitting there in the cold, fishing or out on an adventure, it's a great oil to have handy. And like I said in the beginning, eucalyptus is also great to soothe sore muscles, so it's great to add as a massage oil.
Thank you so much for that, Minki. For some of our brand partners that don't know about Eucalyptus globulus, so Young Living has a lot of types of eucalyptus at the moment, right? And two of the favorite South African eucalyptus oils that we have is Eucalyptus globulus and Radiata. So like Brian said, we do have the Radiata, which is for much more, well, it's for people that actually have much more of a sensitive smell. That really can't handle too much of the potency that's in eucalyptus, which is also known as eucalyptol, if I'm correct. So what happens is for Father's Day, this is also a great gift idea because we know dads are a lot more stronger. So this is a definite go-to. So thank you so much for that, Minki. Brian, I understand that there's another oil in this bundle that you would like to touch on.
Yes, that is correct. Thank you, Gavin. So that is cedarwood, ladies and gentlemen. Now, cedarwood, right, after your bath and shower, you can massage it, or bath or shower, not and rather, I don't know who does both, but you can massage cedarwood into your scalp to promote the appearance of shiny, healthy looking hair. And there is cypress in this, which is great because my next tip consists of both these products, which is cedarwood and cypress. Now, dads or men in general, for skin and hair, cypress and cedarwood works very good in your shampoo or your body lotion routines, obviously after you shower. Minki, please take it away as you're doing an amazing job.
Thank you, Brian. Cedarwood is known for its calming the nervous system and tension. So whenever dad is dealing with stress, this is definitely a go-to. It also helps. An interesting fact is that it helps to calm anger. And we know that sometimes dads can be pushed to the limits, and then mom or any of the children can just quickly run and add that to the diffuser just to calm all the tension in the house. So I'm sorry, dads, but I know that sometimes your fuses are very short. Okay, so if a dad really loses it, grab cedarwood and put it in the diffuser. It's a fabulous oil also to add, like you said, to your shampoos to strengthen the hair follicles. And it also is great to prevent hair fall. Cedarwood is also great for skin support. So that's why I love to use this in recipes like, for example, for beard oils, because it can, especially for the skin under the beard, really help to moisturize that skin specifically. Cedarwood also, I love to use it in classes because it's such an affordable oil that you can use, and there's so many things that you can mix it with, and you can make beautiful scrubs with it, or your like put it in, make a beard oil or anything using that oil because of all its amazing benefits for the skin and the hair and also the emotions.
Thank you so much for that, Minki. And another tip just on this. So as we normally speak about cedarwood, we always tell our brand partners that cedarwood is a great oil for concentration. So you can kill two birds with one stone, as we always say, because you can apply it to your hair, which is essentially good to stimulate hair follicles, but it also promotes luscious, shiny hair, and that also helps improve concentration. So thank you so much for that, Minki. Brian, I will hand over to you now. Again, I understand that you want to speak about the next exciting offer.
Yes, that is correct. And this is the Father's Day hamper. Guys, this is such a nice looking bracelet. I really like it. I wish I could buy it, but I can't. I need to wait some time before I can get my hands on this. So this is the Father's Day hamper. It's the Shootron 5mm, the blend, and then I don't know if that is actually a single or a blend. I think it's a blend. And then it comes for free. Sorry, Gavin, did you want to say something? Okay, cool. So that it comes with a bracelet, and that is for 450 Rand, ladies and gentlemen. So you're getting the lava bracelet for free, and the retail price for the bracelet is 592 Rand. And yes, I just want to quickly touch base on the Shootron. Now, ladies, this is this is my most exciting part of the call. Now, this is the first and only oil created specifically to catch a lady's attention. Yes, a lady's attention because the man's wearing it, right? So it's also a natural cologne for men. Now you can apply it to your forearms or around the neck. Now I do believe Minki has more and exciting information on this.
Absolutely. This is one of my favorites. So it's a blend and it's got the different singles in it, Idaho Black Spruce. And when you actually go deeper into the specific singles, that's when you realize, oh my goodness, that's why Gary Young decided to formulate this blend. Really makes sense when you look at Idaho Black Spruce, Okatia, Ylang Ylang, which balances the male-female energies. So that's why ladies are so attracted to men while they are wearing this specifically. Coriander, Hinoki, that is also great to uplift the energy and the emotions. Davana, great for hormonal balance. Lavender, cedarwood, for its tension relief, and also lemon, again uplifting, and then the Northern Lights Black Spruce that we spoke about earlier with the highest frequency of all the oils. So this is combined in a beautiful blend. So it's really great to be worn as a cologne, and it helps to inspire an attitude of confidence and muscularity. And that's why women are so attracted to that attitude when men are wearing this. So it's also great to use on hair and also on facial hair specifically. So it's a fabulous oil to use as a demo on how to make a hair serum for men or a beard oil. It nourishes the skin under the beard, getting rid of dryness. And it's one of those blends that is a very specifically formulated in the sense of that it doesn't dry or doesn't leave the hair oily. So it absorbs very quickly into the hair. So a great oil to use specifically on beard and hair as well. So it's also great for emotional balance and hormonal support. And this great blend elevates stress. It's a great blend to elevate stress and encourage feelings of confidence and vitality. It can be used neat, like you said now, Brian, but you can also, if you have a sensitive skin, Dad can always use a bit of jojoba oil with that, or a bit of baobab. Baobab carrier oil is a great oil to use with beard oils.
Thank you so much for that, Minki. I'm sure that a lot of brand partners they were actually excited when we launched Shootron into the country because of the way it smells. So they definitely were attracted to that. So thank you so much. So Minki, I will hand over to your section of the course, right? And we've got some exciting DIY recipes that Minki is going to take us through using these products that we've basically spoken about. Okay, Minki, so I'll give it to you. Would you care to take it away?
Okay, wonderful. I just quickly want to touch on it and I'll run through it. I know we should actually do a call just on talking about this topic of hosting events, because I really do believe that what we have, people need. And once they get to experience it in a class while you're doing an event and you're doing like DIYs, etc., people see how easy it is to make DIYs and they build confidence, and they go home using their products. And when they use their products, they see how it works and they come back for more. Okay, so just some simple tips just before I go on. Just when you plan your event, try and plan it ahead of time So when people can't come to your first event, you already have a second one booked. So that's why it's good to have a few events booked at a time. Keep it simple and affordable. And that's why I chose a recipe like this, for example, to have your hand and foot scrub. So what you can do is you can make, can you see that it's quite a big jar? So it's a half a cup of Himalayan salt, and then a third cup of bicarb and a quarter cup of V6 vegetable oil. And then you would add your oils, your 15 drops and 12 drops of eucalyptus oil. And what you can do this as a demonstration during your class, and you can mix it all together, put it in a beautiful bowl, put a bow around, and you can give it away as a lucky draw. That way, at the end of my classes, I love to ask people for a feedback form. And so I say, someone can win this if I receive their names back. So they fill in a form for me, and that way I get their information and give this away as a lucky draw. So part of this is you're doing it in an affordable way. So you don't have to think of any additional extra products that you have to purchase to be able to give away to your guests. Another way that you can do it, to do this specifically, is to make it to half it, or even make it even smaller, so that every guest can make their own. The more fun your classes are, the more people will come back to experience some more classes with you. You can also, a lovely idea that I love to do in a class is to make this, so you can do it as a hand and foot scrub. But what I love about this is when you make it as a demonstration, at the end of the class, you get everybody to scoop a bit out with a wooden spoon, and or a stick, and they can just try it on their hands and really get the feeling while they are there. So they smell the aroma of the oil, but they can also feel how it feels on their hand. And it also helps people to become more aware of how they can make their own products chemical free. One thing that you always just have to remember when making your own products, remind people that there's no preservatives going into our products. So you don't want any water to get into your products, because the water will cause it growing mold or fungi or bacteria, and that's not a good idea. So you always want to remind people to, when they are using the hand and foot scrub, to use it away from water, or maybe scrub their feet before they get into the shower, and not take the jar into the shower with them. Sorry, and one last thing, sorry, Gavin, and also to remember, obviously there's so much information available on our website, and also I use the reference guide for essential oils. So I just always check and see also, why am I putting this specifically into this blend, or into this DIY. So for the lemon specifically here, it really helps to whiten dark spots on the hands, and it's really great to remove dead skin cells. And also the eucalyptus is great for if you've got like small sores, not sores, what's the right word, like cuts on the feet, it really to help with that.
Thank you so much for that, Minki. So for some of our brand partners that would like to take a screenshot of the recipe that Minki has compiled for us, you're more than welcome to do so. And then we'll move over to the next DIY, which is the Happy Feet spray. Do you care to take us through this one?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Like I explained earlier on, this is a great and easy recipe to do. And it helps specifically, like I said, always make the DIY that you're busy making, make it relevant to your class, or relevant to the product that you're making. So pine especially is great for sweaty feet, and peppermint is really great to cool down the feet. Really great also for any feet related problems that you need to deal with, and especially dads always taking a shower in the gym. It's a great way to make sure that his feet stays healthy. So with this, what's nice about classes, keeping it affordable. It's a good idea to recycle your old bottles, and you just wash them, make sure that they're very clean, remove the labels. You can use lemon oil to remove all those labels and get all the glue from it very easily. And then you can buy your spray caps separately, and it's such an easy way to reuse your bottles. And also I share it in my classes because I do believe that we have to take care of the planet. So recycling should be part of, and should be something that everybody does. Everybody needs to do their little bit. So this is such an easy recipe: 15 milliliter glass bottle and spray cap, a 2.5 ml witch hazel, 12.5 milliliter distilled water. Always use distilled water, not tap water, because again, water brings bacteria into your product. 8 to 10 drops of pine essential oil and 5 drops of peppermint essential oil. And just give it a good shake before Dad uses it on his feet. Just combine all the ingredients and this spray it as desired. Or you can even after a shower or before after a shower, after a workout, it's great to spray onto the feet, or after a hard, long day at work.
Thank you so much for that, Minki. I know some of us suffer with sweaty feet, especially coming up to summer, which is far from now, but this is a definite go-to. Thank you for that, Minki. So for some of you that would love to take a screenshot of this DIY that Minki has created, you're more than welcome to do so. And then we'll move over to the next one, which is the Big Daddy Beard Oil.
Okay, so this is you will need a 20 ml dropper bottle and 10 to 12 drops of cedarwood essential oil. We already talked about all the amazing benefits of cedarwood, and then also 8 drops of the citron essential oil. I always say play around with the aroma. If you like to swap it around and have more of the citron and less of the cedarwood, it's really up to you. The big thing is not to be scared to play around with your oils. But this is a great DIY to do for a Father's Day class. It's so easy to make, and everybody can immediately love the aromas, and Dad will be very happy with his gift.
Thank you so much for that, Minki. And that was a quick one, especially because some of us with beards and stuff, and that definitely does take a toll on growing one. We have the next one, which is the circulation massage oil. Do you care to take us through this DIY?
Yes, thank you, Gavin. Thank you. You actually helped with the name of this this recipe. I thought it was really cool. Circulation, because we always have to remember Granddad. Father's Day is coming up, and Granddad also needs a gift. So this is a lovely gift for Granddad, and for any dad really also that needs a little bit of extra circulation. So you'll be using a 50 ml glass bottle, and then use 12 drops of the wintergreen essential oil, the cedarwood, and we all know that we already discussed it, that the wintergreen in here, the eucalyptus and the basil is really great for muscles. A cedarwood is really great for circulation. So that is why, and also the basil. So you can see here the combination of oils specifically chosen. So when you make your DIY during the class, you will definitely explain specifically why you chose the specific oils that goes into a blend. So 12 drops of wintergreen, 12 drops of cedarwood essential oil, 10 drops of eucalyptus essential oil, and 10 drops of basil. And you can just fill the bottle up with the B6 vegetable oil. And it's great to massage feet, legs, hands, and joints. And also along the spine is also a great place to use it.
Well, this is a definite must-have, especially now going into wintertime, and incorporating the essential oils as part of what we have on offer, because at the end of the day, it's also a good thing to assist with our day-to-day issues that we are facing, because when it's cold, our bodies really do take a toll, especially trying to get through the day. It's a lot. It's very challenging. But thank you so much for these recipes, Minki. I'm sure that brand partners will definitely take usage of this. And then also we move on to the hosting and event part. Do you have any more tips, information that you'd like to share with our brand partners regarding events and hosting events?
Absolutely. I shared bits and pieces here and there. So I'll just run through it again. Just to know that in the beginning you might not have the confidence in doing an event. So what I would really say is you learn by doing. And so the main thing is to really just, even if you don't have all the knowledge yet, just jump right into it. I actually read a book, busy reading a book, MBA in a Day, and he says that knowledge without action doesn't mean anything. But if you have a little bit of knowledge and you just jump right into action, that is really where you start to learn and where you will grow. So I would recommend, don't try and start with the big events. Sometimes we think that the big events will get us there quicker. But actually, you need to remember that you need to follow up with everybody afterwards, and you really want to build a relationship with the people that are coming to your events. So to go smaller, 2 people, 4 people, maximum 8 people in the beginning is a great way to start. It's more important to have more consistent classes and events than it is to do one huge one. So you can really practice on your friends in the beginning, so friends and family, and just say, you know what, I have started this oily journey. I'm hosting my first event or my first few events. It will really mean the world to me if you come, and just authentically invite them from your heart. And when with friends and family, you don't mind making mistakes. I always say work from notes. That's why you'll see I also have my notes. I'm never the guru in the room. I want to actually empower people to go and find the information for themselves and get curious about our products as well. So plan ahead. I already said that. It's so important to plan your diary ahead. And if you do that, it's like a commitment that you've made. And I found it a lot that if you find people are so busy, and when you say, I'm hosting this event, they are busy. I'm hosting this event, they're busy. But if the third date, okay, but I've got another one coming up this date, they are going to say, okay, I'm booking it. I'll be there. So that way you can also start filling up your events in the future as well. So you don't have to just work from event to event. You can really plan a few months ahead. It really works well to get the flow and the momentum going. Keep it simple and affordable, we already mentioned. And then I personally have at least 2 events per month. So I have a basic class at the beginning of the month. So I just use the starter pack and we work from that. But later then in the month, the last Saturday of the month, I do a class and working with a theme. And I normally run together with Young Living's theme, because they specifically then also have specific oils. Like tonight, you could see that we can use the oils in such creative ways. And because we have so many oils, so many products, there's really a product and oil for everyone. You can really introduce new products to your members. So if your members keep on coming to your classes, they want to learn more, you actually introduce them to more new products that they wouldn't have thought to use. Such a great way for them to then decide, maybe I'll add that product to my Essential Rewards order next month. So there's so many more that I can share on that, Gavin, but I know that you said to keep it short. Like I said, we can actually do a class or a call only on doing events and classes. All I want to say is just do it because it really will make a huge impact on your life, growing yourself as a person. And I think that is the greatest gift that comes with this, the amounts of friends that you make, building the community. The community is the glue for our business, and at the same time also helping you to make all your dreams come true, helping you to get to that financial security through the work, like Richard Blissbrook says, is worth it.
Thank you so much for that, Minki. That's such a beautiful way to actually put it out there for our brand partners, especially when it comes to hosting events. So we understand that it's easier to also start small so that you can also build up a lot more confidence. A good thing to also take note is that when you are hosting events, that constructive criticism comes in a very specific way. So a good thing to have in mind is having a post-event survey. So what I'm going to do is after the call tonight, there will be a link on exactly how to host an event. So it gives you an event checklist. It has our PSK, the introduction to the premium starter bundle. It's also got the post-event survey. It's got all of the information that will help you in actually hosting your first event. So Minki's also given us some great DIYs that you can actually incorporate as part of maybe a Father's Day event just prior to Father's Day. So it's a great gifting idea, but it also sets the tone for what we have in line for the month. So remember that this is more educational as well for you, so that you can actually grow yourself as an individual, but also it helps with hosting events. So you can actually engage a lot more with people. You can bridge more circles of influence just by infiltrating specific can I even say themes for the month, like Father's Day or Youth Day, or like last month we had Mother's Day. So those type of things that you can take into account. So thank you so much for that, Minky. Your knowledge that you share with us goes a long way. Thank you again. And over to our event side. So unfortunately, due to electricity issues, Margot won't be on the call with us tonight. So I'll take you through the incentive and what we have for the month of June. So for some of you that are aware, we have the whimsical winter incentive, which has been running from May and now June. And for our brand partners that enroll 5 people with 100 PV on tier 1, this is an exclusive and it's a really must-have for some of our brand partners. This is the simplified collection by Jacob and Kate, and this is ginger snaps. So this is a warm blend of vanilla, tangerine, ocotillo, cinnamon, and ginger. And then for some of our brand partners that enroll 8 people with 100 PV, right? You getting the simplified collection, right? And this is the winter collection that has the candy cane, winter spa, and pink champagne. And just bear in mind that these are 10 ml bottles. So I would definitely recommend getting your hands on this, and this is running until the end of June. So I would definitely recommend getting your enrollments up if you want to get your hands on this lovely bundle. And then for our brand partners on tier 3, if you enroll with 16 people that enroll with 100 PV, this is exclusive. Some of our brand partners were a bit hasty, especially when it came to the standard aria. And now what we've done is we've actually created the white aria, which is available. This is such a lovely theme for the month because it is winter time. So the white aria, as you can see on screen, it's got a very elegant wood and glass construction. It sort of looks like I don't know how to explain this, but do you know when you visit, I don't know if I can even say it, but the Juju lady, and they've got that looking glass, this is exactly what it looks like. So when I walked through the experience center and they had the aria, that's what one of the brand partners kids actually said, "Oh, mommy, look at this. This looks like a witch's ball." But it isn't really that, but it's really nice and mystical. So it's something that you want to get your hands on. So I do want to thank you again, Minky, for joining the call tonight and sharing your vast knowledge with our brand partners. Brian, thank you so much again for giving us an insight into which essential oils empower you as a man as well, and also sharing that with our brand partners in the field. I would like to end tonight's call off with a lovely quote, and it's actually from somebody that's unknown. So it says that a father is neither an anchor to hold us back, nor a sail to take us there, but a guiding light whose love shows us the way. So thank you so much for that. From myself, Gavin, Brian, and Minky, thank you for joining tonight's call. I hope you have a great evening and a blessed Father's Day ahead. Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.